So right now what we're going to do is address your T-spine mobility, that is your thoracic spine, which on squats and deadlifts and on bench helps you, let me adjust this for a second, helps you extend through your upper back, but not necessarily your lower back, although your erectors do cross your entire spine. So what we're going to do is we're going to address your T-spine mobility, which actually also includes your shoulders. I'll show you how. So what we're going to do is you're going to grab a ball, and if you have one laying around, you can grab a roller or really just anything roughly this size. You're going to lay on it in a minute. So first things first, if I can get this angle correct, is you're going to take your ball, or you're going to take your peanut, which is just another ball taped to this, so it just looks like two balls. I don't know why they call it a peanut. But, so first things first is take the ball, throw it in your lumbar spine, you're going to lay on it, and you're just going to put your weight on it, side to side, up and down. Do not put it directly on your spine, on your vertebrae. That's how you fuck shit up. You're going to work your way, going up, look for those hot spots, find a hot spot, or you just kind of sit on it, maybe roll it around, and then relax, contract, relax, a little PNF if you need to. So you're going to work your way towards your head, and you're going to do it on both sides. That's just to break up any scar tissue and to decrease the tone in your muscles, because if you are back dominant like I am, meaning you have no glutes, you have no legs, you just got a big Spinosaurus back, you're going to need to take care of your T-spine. So the second one, after doing that, you can also do it with this, what we just talked about. You can kind of roll it out, but the ball's really going to get into the deep fascia and really just break up more and really trick your muscles into decreasing that tone. So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to take this, put it on the ground, you're going to lay on it, put it right below your scapula. You can kind of hunt around, find what's really not treating you well. Hands up and over, big breath, exhale, just kind of sink into it. And you're just going to sit here, maybe hunt around if you need to, but really just take your big deep breaths, open up your chest, and do this for 2 to 6 minutes. 2 to 6. 2 to 6? Yeah, 2 to 6 minutes. This is really just one of the best things you can do to open up your T-spine. Just everything, you can breathe deeply. It's going to take you out of lordosis a little bit. If you want to put more weight on it, you can put your legs up and then just kind of tuck your butt, and now you got more force going. Oh. And it can be gnarly, so take it slow. So that is the first one. Let me check my notes real quick. Those are the first two. So the next one is thoracic rotation, which, a little anatomy lesson real quick. Your T-spine is made of your erectors. You actually have 3 different sets of them, but for now we're going to think of it as you have your erectors, which erect your back, and then you actually have your iliocostalis muscles, which are also erectors, but because they're here on your back, you go like this, boop, on your back, or boop. When they contract, when this one contracts, it rotates you as well. So we're going to address the rotation aspect, which is also actually tied into your shoulders and your rhomboids, so you might feel stretch there as well. And you're going to feel stretch wherever you need to. So let's just get right to it. So for the rotation stretch, you're going to get on all fours, your biped position, or quadruped position. Wow, sorry, my bad. And you're going to take this arm or whatever arm you are addressing at the moment, and you are going to neutral back, reach through, try to extend through or rotate through your T-spine more and less of your lumbar. So you're going to plant it, right? And you're going to take this arm, grab it roughly around the elbow to the wrist, anywhere on your forearm, and you're just going to push away. So it's going to dump you into rotation. So one more time, you're up here, you're posting out, you post with this arm, push down, push away, and just rotate here. You can also use a band, but that might get a little tricky, and it might get more rhomboid, and it might stretch your capsule in a strange way. So for now, we'll just keep it real basic. One more time. Quadruped. Take your arm, put it under, rotating. Take this arm, post out, and push. Actually, it's a really good stretch. You can also try to extend in it, kind of hunt around again. Hunting around is real important. Find what works for you. Hold it for 2 minutes each side. Notes. Rotation. So we have to do the shoulder stretch. So, grab this. Bring you all the way over to the lovely bar. My home gym setup that is absolutely disgusting right now. So you can take a bar or really anything that has a horizontal, perpendicular, oh my god, I can't even think of words. Something that you can grab onto that is in this direction. Works, right? I went to college once. So what you're going to do is you're going to take both your arms, right? Rotate them under this way. Grab here. Grab here. You're going to kind of lean into it, and the important part is to extend not through your elbows, but through your shoulders and your T-spine. So what you're going to do is you're going to move this. I can move it. It's as if I did this impromptu and not actually prepared for it. Haha. So again, you're going to grab it as if you're going to curl it, but you're not going to curl it. You're actually going to sink into it, sink down, and then you're going to kind of sit back. And just, you should feel it all up in here. Might feel it in here eventually. If your pecs are tight or if your biceps are tight, you're going to feel it there first. Once that goes and that stretches out, or you might want to do a door stretch beforehand. It's up to you, however you feel it. Eventually, you'll feel it in your T-spine, meaning your rhomboids, some of your traps. You're getting a little bit of chest. You're going to get some erector action. So one more time. Boom, underhand, underhand. And the closer you can go, roughly shoulder width apart, the better. But it'll take time, so move your hands in slowly, maybe day to day, week to week. So again, back, sink into it down, and kind of sit back. Oh, there it is. Yep. You might also feel it in the long head of your tricep. This is honestly one of the best ways to open up that T-spine. It'll get some lats, some rotator cuff. You're going to hold that for 2 minutes. You can also do one arm at a time if you feel more comfortable. Some people aren't the most stable in their shoulders, like me, for instance. So I would go one, kind of post out here. Again, in. Boom, sit back. And then from here, you could actually use this hand that's posting out to kind of push you more. You can hunt forward, get a little more external rotation, a little more internal rotation. Hunt around, see whatever you got to do. You might end up getting some serratus in here, which is also really important to kind of tone down. So the last thing we are going to do is a strengthening and proprioceptive exercise. So basically, you're going to learn how to squeeze your scaps and externally rotate. So I'm going to bring you back over here. And I hope this angle works. I'm going to take my shirt off. Apologize. Oh yeah, I'm going to see all that fat. So for this one, sorry, let me just check my phone real quick, real unprofessional. Extension and rhomboid raises. For this, you can have weights in your hand. I would say 2.5 pounds each hand, maybe 5 pounds, but not to begin with. Just use your hands for now. So what we're going to do, we're going to lay on all fours. Right? Oh, make that angle better. Bring it closer. Make more friends. Oh, okay. Sure. So, laying on the ground. You can have your arms out straight and then to the side, roughly at 45 degrees. You have your thumbs up, right? Let's scooch. So, the cues are thumbs up, chest down. You're going to squeeze your back. So you retract them and push them down, right? Face down, but I'm going to be looking at the camera, obviously. So face down. What you're going to do is you're going to raise your shoulders up and externally rotate. up and back in one movement. So essentially it's up and back. You're trying to point towards your butt. That's what we want to see is, again, relaxed, relaxed, contract, down, face down, up and point to your butt. Up and point to your butt. So we're going to do 10 to 20 of these. We do 2 to 3 sets. And you're going to hold the contraction at the top. Really try to point towards your butt. You might feel something gunky in your shoulder, and that is okay. If you do the other stretches beforehand, it might clear that out. If you have tight triceps, then you might kind of feel that. But what we're trying to get at here is to get one, have you learn how to use your rhomboids and your lower traps to contract and push down, as opposed to being up here and rounded forward, back, and down. And then once you're in this most stable position, externally rotate and extend. Relaxed, back, down, externally rotate and extend. The important part here is to feel this as opposed to the rounding forward. After time, you'll get stronger on this, and then you can hold little tiny weights. Again, 2.5, maybe 5 pounds. This isn't necessarily a strength building exercise, so take it for what it's worth. Build your way up. Something to do before bench or maybe before squats to get your shoulders ready. Something to do afterwards as an accessory. So that is addressing your T-spine mobility. No.